Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. I am reporting to you tonight from the Taj Mahal, my kitchen. Alrighty. Sorry I haven't posted for a couple of days. I had a little checkup I had to get through. And now I'm on the upswing. Nothing too serious, but I am feeling better. Anyway, I'm going to read to y'all a couple of pages out of the book that I wrote. It's called Signed, Sealed, Delivered, Fuck This, My Testimony as a USPS Letter Carrier. And this is just from my experience. Other carriers have had very, very different experiences. We're all different. Okay. They asked to verify my route. I did. They slid a booklet across the table, which turned out to be a breakdown of my route and their findings. They took about 30 minutes off the front, but added an hour to the end and made the line of travel even worse. I didn't think it was possible, but I got screwed viciously. I burst into laughter. I do that when I'm faced with extremely unbelievable bullshit and can't find the words. Once I got myself together, I asked how they came up with their findings. This is what Papa Perk had to say. It was a guy in there. He was one of the inspectors, y'all. I think the man was on heroin. Just the way that he was acting. I'm from Baltimore, so I've seen a heroin addict or two in my day. This is what Papa Perk had to say. We go by your numbers from last year, right? As he thumbed his nose. We take these numbers, do your average, right? And come up with your time. To which I responded, last year, I didn't work that route one time last year. I was on a T6 circuit. This route got bumped out all last year. He did a hard inhale while thumbing his nose and said, well, it's assigned to you, so here's your copy. I slid it back and said, you can keep that shit. You didn't even pay attention half the time, I said to the other guy who was doing what? Scrolling on his phone. I need another inspection with somebody else, I said as I left the break room. Y'all, I thought I was mad. The guy with the most seniority in the station gave them the business. They rerouted him to go onto another route for deliveries, then back onto his line of travel. I kept hearing him say, but why would you do that? It makes no sense. When they did not give him a feasible answer, he threw down the big joker and shouted the words no carrier with a decent route wants to hear. I'm initiating the bid down. I had no idea what a bid down was. What I did know, however, is that the all shits were hitting the fan. I found out later that only the senior carrier can initiate a bid down if his or her assigned route is destroyed by an inspection, which his was. They are then given the opportunity to take whatever route in the station they like because they have so much seniority. They're at the top of the list. A list of all the revamped routes is printed, and one by one we go in and pick from the highest seniority to the lowest man on the totem pole. It really only works out for people with high seniority. The rest of us turn into crabs in the barrel. Me and my optimistic ass thought, cool, I'm safe. Everybody hated my route, literally. People would call out if they had to work my route. That's how bad it was. Side note, all routes are not created equal. That's not in the book. That's just food for thought. All routes are not created equal. Now that they made it longer, ain't no way anybody but me would agree to this abysmal shit. Those carriers were slashing throats, baby. It started to get ugly. I wasn't even nervous when when my turn came. I honestly felt a little relieved. Y'all, I'm telling you, my route was that bad and my optimism was that high. I sat down with a touch of smugness and said, I'll just keep my route. The carrier on the other side of the desk then informed me that my route was no longer available. What the fuck you mean not available? Who the hell? What the hell? Who the hell? Nobody wants to work that route ever. Remember, seniority reigns. A carrier with 4 months on me snatched it out from under me. Matter of fact, she walked out the office as I walked in the office, the conniving wench. Her route had definitely been taken. She only had cluster boxes and package rooms to deal with. But still, I asked what was left. There was one route left that was 7.5 hours on the street. 7.5 hours on the street. Most mail routes are only 5 hours on the street. 7.5. Absolutely not. After the, wait a minute. There was one route left that was 7.5 hours on the street after the inspection and a few T6 circuits. My stomach was weak. I wanted to quit right then and there, but I had to consider my son. This part of my life wasn't about me. It was about buying a house for him. It was bad enough that I was a single parent. My child was in high school and hadn't had his own room since he was 3. He deserved better. I was being tested. This is what I prayed for 2 years ago. I felt so defeated as I chose the last route. The trash-ass route nobody else in the station wanted again. Then there was a glimmer of hope. The bid sheet. It was open and posted. There were 2 routes open in my home station. I made a copy and bid that night. Again, this is the book that I wrote. It's only 55 pages, I believe. 54 pages. See? 54 pages long. As you saw, the type is not small. If you guys want to read it, it's on Amazon. You have to type in the whole title for some reason. Signed, sealed, delivered. Fuck this. My testimony as a USPS letter carrier. You will read this in like 2 hours. It's not a very, very long book, but it's detailed and it tells y'all my experience. My experience. It was a wild one. I learned a lot. Like I said, I did. I learned a lot of information being a letter carrier. Stuff that I never would have known had I not ever held that position. And I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye.